Good day everyone. So in this video, we'll be building this website from start to finish, step by step with no step skipped. Please, by all means, make sure that you have pen and paper so you can make notes and follow along. Thank you and enjoy. So you found this ad on the internet somewhere, maybe on YouTube, Google, Facebook, or even TikTok, stating that you can make money building websites in your free time. Or maybe it's because you want to make a career change. Whichever, you need to know the basics. So what's included in the basics? The definition of website development. Website development is the process of creating and building a website. It involves designing how the website looks, setting up its features, and making sure it works properly. This includes everything from the layout and colors to functions like forms, buttons, and links that allow users to interact with the site. Think of it like building a house. Website development is about creating the structure, adding rooms, and making sure everything works together smoothly. So what is a section in web development? A section is an HTML element used to group related content together within a web page. It helps in organizing content logically, improving readability, and enhancing SEO or search engine optimization. What are rows in web development? Rows are horizontal containers used to structure and align content on a web page. In order for us to know exactly, let's go back to the builder. So this is a section, and every section needs a row or columns. And where you are going to find them, first of all, is in your sections. This is your section, in other words, this part here. And the rows or columns are these ones here. You get 1 column, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 columns. Okay, now every column needs an element. So you're getting elements, headlines, subheadlines, paragraphs, bullets, forms, or whatever is available here. And this is the stuff that you're going to use throughout your website building career. You will need all of these things. Next, we are looking at global sections. What are global sections? Global sections are, let's look here, this here is a global section. Now, there's various things you can do here. You can clone it. So you have 2. You can delete it, or you can save it. Now, we call this, say, plumbing header, and we add it to our global section. Now, whatever is in here, while it is in your global section, any changes you make affects every page where this section is incorporated. However, if you change this, say you save it, but instead of saving it in the global, you go save it as a template or a sectional template, then whatever changes you make is only on that specific page. Okay, so let's go back to the builder and look at some more elements. Okay, next up, we are looking at widget marketplace. Now you get installed apps that you can install from your settings, and this is things that you can use throughout your website. Then we look at pre-built sections. Now, pre-built sections are a lot. Okay, so we have an about section, call to actions, FAQs. All these things are things that you can use in your website. For who is this? I'm sure you have seen these around. Guarantee and awards. So maybe you want to give a guarantee or you want to give an award to someone. This is what you use. Lists add a pre-built section. Does this sound familiar? I'm sure you have seen these around as well. Mega menu headers. This is what you would normally use just above your normal header. Like you will use it above this header here. Partners. Sure, when you have seen some websites where they show you who their partners are, where they're doing their promotions from, all those kinds of things. Plan selection, choose your plan. So depending on what you need, maybe you have a site where you are selling something and you have different price plans. This is what you will use. Product, perfect product offer stack, depends on what you need, what you use. This is where you will go. Team, for your team members. Testimonials, for when you have reviews. And welcome, main headline for sales, message, and customer avatar. Let's move on to buttons. There are all kinds of buttons here. You can make use of any of these buttons, or you can build your own button. Social media icons. A lot of people are struggling with this, wondering where they can get social media icons, since not all the templates have this incorporated. Progress bar and images are this. Now, this is not the only images. Let's say you go on your site and maybe you want for plumbing or for electrical or whatever sense you want to use a new image. So you click on an image here and you go down to image options, click on the option, go to my media, and you will see backgrounds, Unsplash, Pixabay. So let's go to Unsplash and we put in here plumbing, ing, and it will give you images of plumbing. Or let's go to electrical and it will give you some images for electrical. Whichever images you are searching for, that is where you will find them. Okay. I've seen people coming into this business. They have clients, paying clients, that actually gave them a deposit or an investment, but they don't even know what is a domain. And now they want to ask questions and they don't know what they are doing. This is for you guys. What is a domain? A domain is like your website's home address or your personal home address, but on the internet. Just like a physical store needs an address so people can find it, a website needs a domain name so people can visit it. For example, Google.com is Google's domain. When someone types it into their web browser, it takes them to Google's website. Now, paying for a domain is like paying a rent for your website address. Here's how it works in simple steps. First of all, you have to choose a domain name. For example, mybusiness.com. Secondly, you have to pick a domain registrar. A domain registrar is a company that sells domains, and popular ones include GoDaddy, Namecheap, Hostinger, also Google domains, now managed by Squarespace. Number 3, check availability. Use the registrar's search tool to see if you or your desired domain name is available. If it is taken, you'll need to try a different name. So once you have your domain name, pay for the domain. Most domains cost around about 200 to 400 Rand. That's normally for a .com domain per year. So you do not pay this every month. It's a yearly or annual payment. But you do get ones that are more expensive. You also can get a .co.za domain at GoDaddy for about $100. You can pay for it with your credit card, PayPal, or other online payment methods. However, you will need to renew this domain on an annual basis, or you can just set it up to auto renewal. Now, to show you a registrar like GoDaddy, let's just go into the site and we're going to type in peterpancatering.co.za and we're going to search the domain. Let's see what it does. It says this could be the start of something big. So we have available peterpancatering.co.za for 84 Rand. Okay. Now understand this is a payment for 1 year. And after 1 year, you have to renew this, and most probably you will have to renew it at a higher cost. Okay, let's see what else is available. We have peterpancatering.com available for 4.32 Rand. Hey, man, that is great. It's even cheaper than the .co.za domain, but be careful. This is the first year only on a 3-year term. So let's look at what it will cost you on a 3-year term. So for your first year, everything inclusive, okay, you're looking at 402.50 Rand. So please, guys, make sure of what you are doing, what you are paying for. Also, this does not include an email address. Email you have to pay for extra, but there's another way, and I will put the details down below where you can get a business email for free. You heard me correctly, for free. And I will show you how to do that. So let's go back and we look at hosting. What is hosting and how does it work? Website hosting is like renting a space on the internet where your website lives. It is where all the files like your pictures, text, and videos that make up your website are stored. How does hosting work? First of all, storing website files. When you create a website, you build it on your computer. You cannot do this on your phone. Maybe on a tablet, but not on your phone. To make it available to people online, you need to upload all the website files to a server, which is a powerful computer. Hosting companies provide these servers. Secondly, make your website accessible. When someone types in your domain, like mybusiness.com, their browser connects to the server where your website is hosted and shows them the content. In this case, Zip360 will be your hosting provider, or for international clients, it will be Go High Level or one of their associates, or whoever you choose outside of these two entities. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to create a new logo. So we're going to go to this page, luca.com onboarding. We're going to type in here gardening, and we're going to continue. Going to skip this, pick some colors you like. We're going to go for the screen, and we're going to go skip, and we're going to go and we're going to say Jacob's Garden Service. And the slogan would be pristine, lush, reliable. Continue. Let's say nature, plants, ecology, sun. Let's say nature. Continue. Okay, so what we need is something that will stand out that is absolutely white. Okay, nice and big. This is all too small. This would have been nice, but the slogan is not accessible. Let's say we could take this one, and what we will do is we will go to our computer and we will look for something called Snip and Sketch. We're going to say new, and we're going to go, and we're just going to cut it out like that, and I'm going to call this Jacob. There we go out there, and then we're going to go to remove the background there. And we're going to go here, remove background. I'm going to say upload image, downloads, Jacob, open. So it will take off the background. We're going to say download. Okay, which should be here. There it goes. Go out here. Going to go out here. Going to go and we'll see Jacob preview. For this purpose, I'm not going to take a preview. So we're going to go to our page. We're going to click here on navigation. We're going to come down to brand logo. We're going to click on upload, preview, open. Going to go copy, and we're going to go here, change this. As you can see, Jacob's Garden Service, pristine, lush, reliable. Okay, shows beautifully. Okay, so, but actually, it's a bit small. Okay, so we need to change this. Go back, make it a little bit wider. So let's make it 300. See what that looks like. That looks great. And we're going to look and see this is not going to work. So we're going to take this out over there. That looks much better. We're going to press save. But our header here is a bit big and we can see that. Okay, so we need to change this. So we're going to go click here on section and we're going to go padding. Going to go 0. Going to go here. I'm going to make that smaller. We're going to say save. Then we're going to look at on the inside. Still a bit big here. Going to click here. And we're going to make this a bit smaller. Like that. Looks much better. Save. But also navigation itself is a bit small. So we're going to click on navigation again. And we're going to look here. Font size. We're going to say make this 22. Come on, that's right. Okay, yep, looks much better. We're going to press save. Okay, so now what we need to do is just make sure that pages goes where they are supposed to. Please take note, the contact page is not part of this page yet. Okay, so that's a separate page from this page here. So we're going to click on About, Navigation, and we're going to click on Home, and we can see the home page here must go to Home, Submit. Okay, the contact page must go to Contacts. You can press Contact Us, Submit. The About page goes to the correct place. Services goes to the correct services, and we're going to press Save. Waiting for that to save. And then we're going to press Preview, and we go to About. About page works, Services, Service site works. Great stuff. So we're going to go out. Next up is forms. We're going to do a contact form, an onboarding form, and a calendar. So we're going to go to Add Form, Create, and we're going to go to Jacob's Contact. What's up here is only for your eyes. Your client won't see this. We're going to press save, and we're going to remove this and this and this. And I'm going to put in full name. And I'm going to go down and I'm going to look for an image. I'm going to choose my image. And I've got a button here, but I don't want to call button. I want to call it send message. And I'm going to press save. And when a client fills in your contact form, you would like to get notified when the client fills in this form. So you're going to go to notification, email settings, subject, new contact, and your email. It would be Jacob's Garden Services in this case. And sender name, Jacob. Save, and we go up here, save, and we're going to go back, go to add a form, create, and we're going to call this Jacob Onboard, Jacob Onboard, and we're going to press save, and we're going to take this out, this out, and this out. We're going to put in full name. we're going to look for image, add an image, choose a file, open. We're going to see the button. We don't want the button. We want send message. We're going to press save. And now we need something else here. Checkbox. And we're going to get a name for the checkbox. And we paste it. Your interest. Tick all that apply. Save. We're going to go to options. And we're going to see all these options down below. I'm going to do the first three. And we're going to look at lawn care. And then we're going to look at landscaping. And then we're going to look at soil treatment. And we're going to save. Great stuff. And we have done the onboarding form. Now we're going to go back and we're going to go to calendars and we're going to go to calendar settings and we're going to say create a new calendar. And what we're going to do is just a normal personal booking. Easy peasy. And we're going to call this Jacob's Garden Services team member. And we're going to call this Jacob Garden Service. Meeting duration is 30 minutes. Booking availability Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We're also going to put in here Saturday. Don't change anything here yet. We're going to go to advanced settings. You can upload a logo if you wish. Calendar name is Jacob's Garden Services. Description, put in the description. We don't do the groups. Jacob's Garden Services, contact email, contact name, and address here. I normally just go and I do Zoom. Make sure you've got Zoom downloaded on your system and you can choose what your event color should be. Let's say we want this and we go to availability and we're not really going to change anything here except for here because on a Saturday we don't want to work until 5 p.m. We only want to work until 1 p.m. Okay. Don't need to change anything else. We're going to go to forms and payment. Just leave it the way it is. Notifications. Leave it the way it is. Customizations. Here you can change your colors if you wish. We're going to preview the widget. And we're going to see it's beautiful. We go out. We press save. And so here we are. And we're going to click on these three dots. And we're going to click on share. And we're going to click here on the permanent link. Copy. And we're going to paste it in here for later use. And we're going to close up here. And we're going to go back to our page. Okay, so now we're going to set up the schedule appointment. So we're going to click on schedule appointment. We're going to go to pop-up settings. And we're going to do that. And we're going to get a form. And we're going to go look for onboard, Jacob onboard. And we've got our onboarding form. and we're going to click on send message, and we're going to go down here and we're going to see button actions. We can click there, we go to website URL, and we go collect this URL that we've put in away before. Go back, add, paste, save. Waiting for it to load and save. And we're going to preview. So now, when a client wants to schedule an appointment, he's going to click here and he's going to fill in his name. It's Dan. His phone number, so it's that one. His email. And he's going to say what his interest is. Lawn, soil, fertilizer, kitchen. And now he's going to send a message, and the message is going to go to your calendar. So we're going to click on send message. And here we are in the calendar. We're going to say, right, we want an appointment for Wednesday the 12th. We want it at 10:30. We select it. We fill in your name, email, surname, email. We put in a phone number. We have no additional information. We press confirm and schedule meeting. And as you can see, your meeting has been scheduled. Thank you for your appointment request. We will contact you shortly to confirm your request. Please call at our office if you have any questions. And that's it. Is to do the about page. So we're going to go here to add elements, sections, add a section, add a row, add an element, subheadline. We're going to add our subheadline about Jacob's Garden Services. I want to do it like that. Then I'm going to go to advanced and I'm going to do text transformation to uppercase. Then I'm going to go back to general. Then we're going to look at our font weight and we're going to make it semi-bold. And we're going to go to our color. We're going to go to custom colors, and that looks beautiful. And now we're going to go and we're going to add a subheadline, and we're going to add our body. Now the reason why I use a subheadline here instead of paragraph is that continuously throughout this template I use subheadlines instead of paragraphs. So we're going to put in our body here, paste, and just going to click inside. It's normal, and we're going to make sure we want 22. That's fine. You can see the difference there, and we're going to press save. Waiting for it to save there, and then we're going to go back to elements. We're going to grab another subheadline, and we're going to go and we say our mission. I put in our mission, and I'm going to go to advanced. I'm going to go to uppercase, back to general, and then we're going to go and we're going to do our color, custom, click back, and we're going to go semi-bold, and we're going to add a subheadline, and we're going to copy our body, go back, and we're going to paste, and we are going to make sure that we are on 22. You have to be consistent, otherwise your site's going to look odd. Okay, and we're going to press save, and we're going to go to add an element, subheadline, and we're going to say why choose us. Okay, here we go. And we're going to go to advanced, and uppercase, and We're going to go up back here, general, and we're going to make sure, yes, and we're going to go to semi-bold. We're going to go to custom colors. There we go. And now we're going to add a sub-headline and add the body. And in this case, align left. That looks good. 22. That looks great. And we're going to save. Just wait, and now we're going to preview. And that looks awesome. Next up are services. Going to go here to preview. Show you what we've done here. Okay, the copywriting here are too big and too long for this little bit. So what we did is we created read more pages. So I'm going to click on read more. And as you can see, it's quite a long piece of writing here. And then I'm going to click on home, and we're going to end up exactly where we were before. Okay, so I did this for the first 3 services here. And the last one I'm going to do with you just now. So what we are going to do is we're going to create a read more page. So we're coming here to a back page. We're going to say add new page. Name the page as landscape maintenance and cleanup. Create new page. It's waiting for it to load there. Okay, we created the page. We go to create from blank, and we're going to go, just waiting for it to load, go to sections, and we're going to create a section, and we're going to go down here to the media URL, and this is the background image, and we're going to go back, and we're going to put the background image in here, and there we go. And now we're going to go back here to add elements again, and we're going to go to section template, and we're going to look for Jacob Services. Jacob Services, we're going to bring it in. Now we don't need all this right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this, and this one, 1, 2, come on, 3. All we need is this one here. Okay, so I'm going to grab it here. I'm going to bring it over. There we go. And we're going to delete this here. Okay, so we're going to save it. And now we're going to take what we have created here. And we're just going to put it in there. Copy. And paste, and go like that. Our services include. We're going to press save. We're going to go to services here, front page, go back, and we're just going to put in this part here. Paste. At Jacob's Garden Services, we bring over 15 years of expertise in professional landscape maintenance and cleanup services, ensuring your outdoor spaces will remain pristine, healthy, and visually appealing. Our team is dedicated to enhancing the curb appeal of your home or business through expert care and attention to detail. Okay, and we're going to press save. And now we have to create the links for the read more pages. So first of all, I want to go from here to here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on read more here, and we're going to call it home. Beautiful. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to go to advanced, and we're going to copy this link here. Then we're going to go back outside here, and we're just going to make some space. and we're going to put this link here, section, and we're going to go back, and we're going to go back to general. We're going to click save, and we're going to go to preview, and we are grabbing this link here. Copy, and we're going to just add in here. We're going to take this short link here, cut, and add it over there. Okay, this is what we want. So we're going to come back. So I want to be able to go from here, home page, read more, want to be able to go there. So I'm going to click on this read more here, going to come down, and I want to be able to go. So I want to make sure, yep, and we go out there, and we click copy, add this, we click save, and we're waiting for it to load. Then we're going to look at preview. Great stuff. Now we want to go to the read more page, see if it works. And yes, it works. And now we want to be able to go from the home page, from home here, for the read more, we want to go back to the original page. Okay. If I click here home, it's not going to work. And as you can see, we are still here. So I click out there, and we go, this is my home page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to advanced. I'm going to copy there, paste, and I'm going to go to preview, copy, come back, paste, cut, paste, copy, and we're going to come back here to general. Going to clean up there, put in the new link, paste, save, and just waiting for it to load. We're going to go to preview, see if it works, click read more. Out, I think we made a mistake somewhere. Of course, we are still on the same page. So, as you can see, this is so easy to make a mistake here. So, let's go back, and we go to landscape, maintenance, just waiting for it to load, okay, and we're going to go to advanced, we're going to copy, and we're going to paste, and then we're going to go to preview, and we're going to copy. Okay, this is the page where we need to go from the home page. Okay, so just going to click here, and we're going to cut, add, and then we're going to copy, go back, and we're going to go back here. Going to go to the home page. Okay, so we're going to go down. We're going to click on read more. Come down here. We're going to take that out, delete that. And we're going to put in the new link, paste, save, and just waiting. Okay, now going to go to preview. And we can check it out. Yes, it works perfectly. Go back, and now we need to we're going to go to advanced, read more, and we're going to go to advanced. We're going to copy, and we're going to paste here, and we're going to go to preview. Copy. And we're going to paste. Cut. Paste. Copy. And now we need to go to our other page here, landscape and maintenance, home, down here. Never even put in the link. Paste, save, preview, click home. And yes, beautiful, it works. Just check it again, read more. It works, beautiful. Remember, anyone can make a mistake. And that's it. So, you're busy building your site. And everything is going really well. But you realize you haven't checked out the mobile view yet. So you go to your mobile view and you realize, but hey man, there's no bloody navigational menu here. No problem. Let me show you how you do this. So you go back to your desktop, and right in the corner here, you click on this icon here, clone. You click it, and you'll see it made a clone. So you go to your clone site, you click on the clone, click advanced, go down, and you'll see the desktop is still activated. So you deactivate the desktop, you activate the mobile, and you click save. Okay, great stuff. So let's check this out. So you go and you click on the mobile view, and voila, you have a navigational menu in your mobile view. So you go back to your desktop view, you clap yourself on the back, and you say to yourself, job well done. Let's go have a lunch, like Coke and hamburger, and meet back here in 5 minutes. Enjoy. Okay, so next up is Q&A or frequently asked questions. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, first of all, we're going to go to rows. I'm going to take 2 columns, put it in here. Then I'm going to take an element, a Q there, another one here. Going to press save. So I went again to ChatGPT and I asked him to give me 10 questions and answers. So we're starting here, and you will see list item 1, 2, and 3. So we click on list item 1, and we go to question 1. How often should I water my garden? So question is, here you are, and the answer, here it is. So you can quite easily do this, not a problem. But now you see this, you want to get rid of this. Okay, so how you do that is, it says here show image, you just tick there and it takes it away. So we go to list item 2, again the same thing, take the image away, and we go and we say question 2, what is the best time to water your plants? Copy. And paste, and we take the answer, copy, paste, and we go to list item 3, take it out. How can I improve the soil health in my garden? Copy. Yeah, it doesn't always want to work that way. And we go get the answer. paste, and we go to click here to go to the second one, list item 1, and we take out that image there. And how do I prevent weeds in my garden? Paste, hit answer, copy, and so on and so forth. Paste list item 2. When and how should I prune my plants? And paste. Answer. Paste. List item 3. What are some natural ways to control garden pests? So we take care of that. Answer. And there we go. Paste. Save. And waiting for it to save. Go to preview. And our site is starting to look very nice. Frequently asked questions. Question, answer, question, answer, question, answer, and so on and so forth. Okay, and schedule an appointment. There we go. And that's done. With our team, you can do it like this. You can just change the images and change the names and basically say whatever you need to say here. Okay, so let's do this. Background color. Let's see if there's a background color that we can use here. And here we can say button color. Let's make it black, for instance. Right stuff, save, and we make this white. And sometimes it just doesn't want to work the way it's supposed to. So headline color. Let's do this. Nicely done. Say save. Waiting for save. That's very nice. And as I said, you can just change your images here, say what you want to say, change the names. Okay, so next we're doing the contact page. Now what we're going to do here, we're going to add a contact page, contact form. Then we're going to link that form to the thank you page. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our thank you page. Okay, and we're going to preview it. And then we're going to copy the URL up here. And we're going to put it somewhere safe. Then we're going to go out. We're going to go to the contact page. And we're going to go for form. We're going to click on the form button there. And we're going to choose our contact, Jacob's contact. Great stuff. And we're going to click on send message. And we're going to go down here and we're going to, here it says redirect section. So we're going to go and we're going to click here on the thank you page URL, copy, and the URL, paste, save, And then we're going to go here, review, and we're going to test. We're going to say Dan's phone number and email, send message. And now we would be redirected to the thank you page. Okay, there we are. Okay, so we've made all these buttons here. And as you can see, they are all square. Now, maybe you don't want them square. Maybe you want the corners around it. So we're going to click on the button here. We're going to go to Advanced. And we're going to go to Borders, Full Border. We're not going to put in a border width here, but we are going to put in border radius. And we're looking at the border radius of 10. As you can see, it makes it beautifully rounded here. We're going to go to the next one, Schedule Appointment, Advanced, Full Border, border radius 10. And we're going to go look for the next one, Advanced, Full Border, border radius 10. And that's it. That's how we do that. We're going to press Save, or we can look at our services and we say, okay, we want to do that as well. Advanced, border options, full border, border radius 10. Do the next one, Advanced, full border, border radius 10. Advanced, full border, and border radius 10. So here, Advanced, full border, radius 10, and we press Save. And we're going to look to see what it looks like in preview. And we can press. That actually looks stunning. Wow. Yes, that looks very good. Absolutely. And so we go to the next option. Okay, next up we do the map, get in touch, and we do the email. So we come down here to email, to the button, text, and we go and we grab our email address, Jacob's Garden Services, and we paste it in here. Paste. Beautiful. Next up is the address, which is 129 Market Street, Johannesburg. And we do that. And we just highlight these stars. And we paste in our address, 129 Market Street, Johannesburg. And of course, we have our times of service and our assisted hours. And now we're going to do our map. Just going to save it first. And we do the map here. And we're going to go to Open Search. And we're going to put in the address, 129 Market Street, Johannesburg. There you are. And now, of course, we need to save everything we've done so far on the map. So we're going to go and we're going to press F11. And we'll see right in the bottom corner on the right, you've got the Yes, Save. We press that. And then we go in the right hand corner top, we're going to press Save again. And it will keep the app in the way it should be. Great stuff. Okay. Now we go and we do the email on our footer. And that again is jacobsgardenservices@gmail.com. And we go down here and we highlight and we paste. Beautiful. Phone, button, phone, and we paste. And for some reason, this thing doesn't show 100% correct here. Jacob's Garden Services, and the address is 129 Market Street. And we'll fix that just now. Beautiful. And now we're going to look at our Facebook. And what will happen here, you will have most probably have a Facebook page, business page, and it would be facebook.com/ and your Facebook business page name. Okay, so in this case, we will be facebook.com Jacobs Garden Services. Copy, and we put it here, website URL, paste, save, and just waiting for it to finish. And then we'll go preview, and you can see our address is here. Beautiful. Our map is done, and our Facebook is done. Let's just click on the Facebook, and it will go to the Facebook. Of course, there is no such page, but and then we have one last thing that we must do. We must put in the logo. So we go down here to the logo, and the logo, the address for the logo, copy, and we go look for the image. Paste, and as you can see, beautiful, there is our logo, and we press save, and that's it. Okay, next up, we can change the website name, and then we're going to do the metadata. So we're going to go to settings. The name is lawn care, and the path is home. And we're going to name our website Jacobs Garden Services, like this. And the path will also be Jacobs Garden Services. And we save. And then we go to SEO metadata. I've asked ChatGPT to do the metadata for me. Now, the way ChatGPT does this is he sets it up like this. What I did is I went and I copied it, and I took out all these things like this and like that. And I'll show you. As you can see, put it out there so we can work fast. So let's go back. First of all, we need a title. The title should be under 70 characters. So we're looking at the title here. Jacobs Garden Services, Expert Landscaping and Lawn Care Solutions. SEO optimized. Then we're going to look at the description, which should be 150 characters or less. Copy. Put in our description. Beautiful. Keywords. And the keywords should all be comma after each comma space. So we put in our keywords. Then the author, we will use Jacobs Garden Services as the author. Social image. Insert media. There we are. And now we're going to look at our tags. Okay, first off, I'm going to do the canonical tag, add. Now, a canonical tag is your website address. Okay, so put that in, paste, add, it's in, And we're going to start with our custom meta tags. You will see we have a name and we have content. Now I will show you here. Meta name is title. Copy. Name is title. And content is professional garden services. Add. Next one. Name is description. And content is this. Great. Name is keywords. And this is the keywords he gave me. Add. Name is robots. And this is all for your SEO, on-page SEO. So you have to do this so that Google will be able to follow you. Add. Name is viewport. And content is with device, all these strange things. And we go there, add. And you have to do all of these things. Author. You will remember when I said author, we used Jacob's Garden Services. Here it is. Content. Add. Name is title. And content. Add. Name is description. And content. Add. Type. And content is business. Meta name is URL. And content to website.com should be Jacob's Garden Services. jacobsgardenservices.co.za. Copy. Add. We're going to do the last one. Arc image. And it would be jacobsgardenservices.co.za. And we do like that. Copy. And just like that, it's done. When we go down right at the bottom, and you will see the language, you make sure it is English. And that is done. And now we're looking for the save button again. So what we do is we press again F11. Right at the bottom here, you will see update SEO metadata. Click that. And then at top right, we click save. And metadata is done. Okay, so next up is the legal documentation. No website can be complete without legal documentation. So first of all, what we're going to do here, we're going to get a paragraph here, and we're going to call this terms and conditions. Okay, and we're going to make this 14, 15, and we're going to say semi-bold, and we're going to make it white. And we're going to go and we're going to get this link. How I did this is I went to ChatGPT and asked them, give me a terms and conditions for Jacobs Garden Services. And that's what he came up with. And so I just made it into a PDF. Okay, so now, I'm going to go to a new window. I'm going to put in my terms and conditions. I'm going to press save. And as you can see, the link makes like a bluish tint here. And I'm going to open another paragraph, and I'm going to call it privacy policy. And that's what I hate. Okay, so let's just type it out, privacy policy. And we're going to make this as well 15. And we're going to go semi-bold. Going to make it white. And we're going to copy the link. Okay, there you are. Open a new window. Paste. Save. And we're going to press save. And that is how we do our legal documentation. Now, I was thinking that this site, it's functional, but it doesn't look that great. Okay, so you will remember with my read mores, I just want to show you here, all my appointments, I've got this logo here. So I was thinking that color looks stunning. So I decided to change my site. Okay, so what I did, so I'm going to go back to my back office, click here on demo, Jacobs Garden Services, and I'm sure you will agree with me that this looks absolutely stunning. Okay, so with a new color and with a correct logo, this looks absolutely out of this world. Stunning, 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 stunning. Just to show you, okay, so we're going to click on terms and conditions. You can see the terms and conditions are here. We're going to click on privacy policy. You can see the privacy policy is here, and the contact details are in here. Everything is as it should be. Okay, so let's go look at the links. So we're going to click about, and it goes directly to the about page. We're going to click services, and it goes to the service page. We're going to click contact, and it's gone to a contact page. We're going to click services, and it goes to the services page, and we're going to click read more, and it goes to the read more page. We click home, and everything works perfectly as it should be. I want to thank you for listening to me, and I know I can sound like quite boring, but this is like a great training video, great for you, great learning curve, and I'm sure you're going to go on and build perfect websites for years to come. Thank you and enjoy.